RadioNOW 100.9's Indy Connection with Emily Metheny.
Hello, I'm Emily Metheny, your host. This week, I spoke with Ward Daniels, business manager of LiUNA Local 120, about the union, their openings and opportunities, and his own experience with working with them for 28 years. So, Ward, can you tell me a little bit about LiUNA Local 120?
Yeah, LiUNA Local 120 is a construction trades union. We have over 2,000 members, men and women. We do heavy construction, we do commercial construction, we do several big jobs, highways, bridges, tunnels, buildings across the state.
Mm-hmm. And then for LiUNA, what do you do? What is your position with LiUNA?
My position is business manager of Labor's Local 120, represent the men and women of Local 120. We help the members find work, get work, keep work. We represent them in any areas of training, their health and welfare, their pensions. So whatever the needs of the members are to, in their career as a labor, that's what I do on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm. And then if someone's not familiar with what local unions do, can you explain a little bit about what a local union is?
Our union, we, fight for our members for better pay and benefits and good paying jobs.
Mm-hmm. And so some of those jobs and projects, what are you currently working on at LiUNA?
Some of the projects we're working on right now is Banker's Life Fieldhouse, Dig Indy Tunnel project, the I-65, I-70 North Split that's getting ready to really kick off in May, the FedEx expansion, I-69, Criminal Justice Center, and several school projects, and then all kinds of different DPW projects around the state.
Mm-hmm. And then, so these projects are all around Indianapolis, correct?
Yeah, around Indianapolis, around central Marion County.
And this is all of the area that's served by Local 120, LiUNA Local 120.
Yeah, LiUNA Local 120's jurisdiction is Marion County and Shelby County, but our laborers have portability where they can travel to other counties. So we don't just restrict them from working those two counties that our jurisdiction is. They're able to work statewide.
Okay. So currently, what opportunities are open with LiUNA?
Well, several positions, several opportunities. Right now, we're really looking for experienced, 2 years experience of concrete finishers, pipe layers, asphalt workers, and mason tenders. We are also, taking in apprentices right now. The apprenticeship need is almost full, but we're always looking for more experienced. And that's not to say that we won't accept more apprentices throughout the year. It's just once we just brought a round of apprentices in and getting them into the classes, and then we need to then get them out to the contractor. So once we empty out on those apprentices, we'll then bring more in. But our big need is right now some men and women that have experience in the construction field.
And if people do have that 2 years experience and they're interested in those positions, where can they go to find out more information about the specific positions or to even apply? How do they do that?
Well, they can apply at liunabuildsindiana.org, or they can come here at Labor's Local 120 at 1520 East Riverside Drive here in Indianapolis, or they can call us 317-634-8551.
Excellent. And as with the apprenticeship program, what all does that entail, and how can people kind of get on that list so they know when there's more positions open?
Well, the apprenticeship entails of in the classroom training and then on the job site training. The LiUNA Builds Indiana.org is our application process, so we're always keep that in our database. So we're always referring to that to bring more people in through an interview process. And then also, you know, the start-out pay for an apprentice is $19.43. And then as a journeyman, it's $25.90. And then our, you know, we have different skill levels of concrete finisher, asphalt worker, and a pipe layer. They make even up higher than that, all the way up to $27.40 an hour.
And is the apprenticeship only for people who are right out of high school? If I decided I wanted to switch my career, can I go into it later in life?
Yes, you can. We're actually getting ready to graduate a 67-year-old apprentice into a journeyman. So
that's awesome.
All ages, all genders are very welcome. So this is not just a job, it's a career. And we always say you can start this career any time of your life.
And just kind of talking a little bit more about the apprenticeship program, how long is the program, and are there multiple locations I can go for the classes, or how does that work?
We have two training centers, one in Bedford and one in Logansport. We also do training here at our office. They do, you know, off-site training, certain classes here. You know, it takes a 4-year program, but you can accelerate by how the more classes you do in a year. So we don't restrict as many classes as you can get in a year. You can excel quicker if you get into the classrooms, you get on the job site, and get the on the job training hours. So you could get this done in an apprenticeship program done in 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And with the apprenticeship, how much does it cost, and what are some of the other benefits of being part of the apprenticeship program?
So there is no cost to get into for the class work. There is an initiation fee to get into the union, but that's not that much for the benefits that you get long term. The other benefits of going through the apprenticeship program is you get the certifications to get on the job and stay on the job. You know, our OSHA training, our hazardous waste training, foreman training, blueprint training. So this doesn't, you know, just when you get those certifications and the training, you just don't have to stay at journeyman labor. You can actually move up, like several of our laborers do, to foremans and superintendents. So this training can excel you as high as you want to go.
Excellent. Because that was going to be my next question is, would I stay a general laborer, or there's ways for me to progress through this career?
That's correct. We have several members, several laborers that are general superintendents running work for different contractors. And that really, you know, keeps you on the job longer. Sometimes jobs finish up. You might get laid off for a period of time. We send our men and women right back out if the jobs are open. But if you go through the apprenticeship program and excel through the training, your chances are being able to keep a job. And even if you want to move to another contractor, because we have about 400 contractors here in central Indiana that call to us for men and women to be out on their projects.
Excellent. And then with being a general laborer, you mentioned that there are times of layoffs and things like that. Is this only like during the summer, or what does a year look like?
Our strong peak times are March all the way up to December 1st. Of course, we won't be out in the dead of winter putting asphalt down on roads.
Mm-hmm.
We are starting to do more strip paving, starting kind of the end of February. But most of our peak times is March to December 1st. So we have over 2,000 members. Not all members get laid off. Our Dig Indy project is year-round, 6 days a week, 3 shifts. A lot of building work, a lot of school work. We have a lot of work that does go year-round, but there is some work, like the asphalt paving that doesn't go year-round, but they work so many hours in those peak times that it's good for those guys to get a break in the wintertime. A lot of them are working 7 days a week, so that's the times that they're home with their families.
And then what are some of the benefits you can get from being a member of LiUNA?
So the benefits that we provide for our members and their families is health care. So it's not just a plan for the member, it's a plan for your family. So your wife, your children, and it doesn't matter how many children you have. It's a totally family plan, health care plan, which is paid by the contractor of part of our total package. So this comes nothing out of the check of the laborers, the workers. And then there's 2 pensions, and that's also paid in by the contractor. So those are very good benefits.
Excellent. And this would start as soon as I'm on the job, right? It would be right from the start.
Yes, the contractors start paying into those benefits from the first hour. There is a 600-hour starting for, you have to get qualifying of 600 hours into the health care, but after that 600 hours, you got full benefits. And, 600 hours in this line of work in the, heat of the summer, you'll have that taken care of and right at close to about 6 weeks.
Excellent. And so if I'm interested, but I'm not quite sure where to start, and if I'm right for you, what are you looking for in someone to come join you?
Right now, if somebody wants to start this career and wants to go to work every day and, just has that, want to get out and build something, come down and see us. It's always nice to be able to be a part of something that you look back and say, I was part of building that. We got a lot of members that, look at the JW Marriott and say, I was a part of building the JW Marriott or Lucas Oil Stadium. So it's being a part of a team, being a part of a brotherhood and a sisterhood. It's family here, and so if somebody's saying, hey, I really want to go out and try something different, something new, and, it is hard work, but it's nice to be a part of something.
Mm-hmm. And, Ward, can I have you give again the contact information for LiUNA?
Yes, our contact information is liunabuildsindiana.org. Our address is 1520 East Riverside Drive, Indianapolis, and our telephone number is 317-634-8551.
Excellent. And as we start to wrap up, is there anything else you would like to add or anything that you just really want to hammer on?
Well, it's being the career, and not necessarily having to go to college to get this career. I came right out of high school. I went right out on a bridge and started demolition back in 1993, and I've stuck with it. I've moved up through the ranks. I'm on my 28th year in the Laborers International Union. It's totally changed my life and my family's life. It's gave me great health care, 2 pensions, So if you're interested in come joining us, just come down and talk to us. We like to get more women in our field. They can work just as hard as the men, and women have attention to detail on these projects. So I just don't want everybody to think this is a man's job. A lot of women are joining us, and we'd like to continue to see that. And inner city here, and minority workers. We are looking for more and more minority workers. So we're all inclusive here.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ward.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you for joining me this week, and please join me again next week. If you want to reach out or have topics or stories you'd like me to cover, email me at emetheny, that's EMETHENY, at radio-one.com. Or you can hit me up on Twitter at Emily Does Video. Until next week, have a great one.
Radio Now 100.9's Indy Connection with Emily Metheny.